Hello, and welcome to From Tree to Book Writers Group.
We are your panel. I'm Eliwood.
I'm Anna.
And I'm Overlord Supreme Cat Queen Sam. This podcast is for writers anywhere on their writing journey, because no matter where you are, as long as you're writing, you're not writing it wrong.
We're going to chat a little bit about writing, play some fun games, and share what we're working on.
And then at the end of this chapter, we're going to keep each other company during a 25-minute writing sprint, and we hope you'll join us for it.
Although you can always skip it if you want to.
All right, so first things first, what is everybody drinking? And what are you drinking it out of?
I mean, I'm drinking this, it's okay, but it's like the blood orange cranberry winter polar seltzer. It's all right.
Yeah. Okay.
I am drinking candy cane tea from, I think, 2 years ago. I purchased at Aldi. And I'm drinking it out of, this was a mug that I got when I subscribed to Owl Crate, which is actually a really nice young adult book subscription service. But it says the piece of winter stars seemed permanent. And it just snowed for the first time this year.
Oh my God.
And it felt appropriate.
I'm not ready for snow.
We got our first snow today.
Aww.
I'm drinking chai, which I think Mom gave me because she decided she didn't like chai anymore, so just gave me like several boxes of it that I didn't ask for. And I'm drinking it out of my Shakespearean insult mug.
Nice.
Which was very fun. The other day, I was drinking this with breakfast, and my kids were like, "What does that say?" And I'm like, "Well, let me tell you." And they're like, "What does that mean?" And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know." Some of these
Education
are very
starts at home.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, my Shakespearean insult.
Excellent.
Actually, I think this might be my husband's line. Whatever, I stole it from him.
He's fine.
He knows what they mean. He doesn't need the mug.
Yeah, he's not drinking the tea. Any other business we should cover?
What's everyone been working on? What have you been reading? What have you been writing?
Well, Overlord Cat Queen Supreme Sam, why don't you go first?
So I've started drafting my Accidental Necromancer story. I'm about, actually I can tell you because I've been tracking it in my little notebook. I have almost 4,000 words.
Ooh,
that's fantastic.
Very nice.
Yes. Actually, that's 4,500 because I got 500 today that I haven't logged yet. So
awesome. Nice going.
Ooh. Thank you. I'm very happy about that. But
what about you, Eliwood? What are you working on, or what are you reading?
So I am also doing a monthly writing challenge. I'm working on the third Blue Dye Beach book, Below Blue Dye Beach, which I've mentioned before. I was working on outlining, and now I'm deep into the first draft. And
first draft. That's exciting.
It is exciting. I really do enjoy returning to these characters and this little town. And my problem is I'm somewhere between a plotter and a pantser, where I have very, very well thought out, like, next 7 to 8 scenes, next 3 to 4 scenes, and then I get through them and I have to stop and kind of go like, okay, well, where do we go from here? And it's kind of like, I think of it as like picking up a stick and then throwing it as far as I can and then running after the stick. And I've had a little bit of free time the past 2 weekends, so I keep running to that stick faster than I mean to, which is both a good and bad thing.
To like do the work of looking around and finding where to throw your stick next.
Exactly, yeah.
So use the metaphor.
That's about where I am right now. So how about you, Anna?
Well, actually, that's what I was hoping we could talk about today, is my current work in progress, which does not have a title. So that's a topic for a different night. But I wrote the first draft earlier this year, and it was only about 30,000 words. So I knew, like, I'm going to have to flesh it out. And so I've been working on the second draft. And, I kind of had a sense of like, right, here's some additional scenes I'm going to write. Here are some things I'm going to flesh out. But as I've been drafting this, like, I'm probably about a third of the way through, and it's very unlikely that I'll get up to 50,000 words, even with the additional stuff that I'm writing. And I never loved the ending. Like, I knew I needed to fix the ending with this redraft. And I also always planned that this was going to be a series. So we leave off with the case that she's trying to solve is resolved. She's figured out what the ghost wants and has given it to the ghost, and now the spirit is at rest. So that case is closed, but her larger life issues are unsolved. So like that's what the next book will continue to deal with. And I had like some like milestones of where some things that I wanted to happen in those future sequels, but not fully fleshed out. And then a few days ago, it suddenly hit me, is this all one book?
Mm.
Oh man,
And
I have the opposite problem.
I know you do. You're like, my book is 150,000 words. How do I get it down? This one, if I do smush the ideas that I've already had into one book, I really don't see it being a series. Like I think that would resolve the arc of her, like what my main character's big questions are. And I don't see a series coming out of that. But also it's a book with time travel, and it's really hard to have like time travel stories that are never ending, because then you always end up like going back and redoing. I'm sorry, Doctor Who, I love you, but like sometimes it makes my brain hurt.
Yeah.
Because it's like, wait, he was already here, and we're undermining our own lore now. Like if it goes on too long, it's you start retreading where you've been, and it gets tricky.
Yeah.
But like, well, actually, so your cat made me think of this, Ellie. My original thought was, my black cat has this, not the cat who's just there sleeping, her brother. He's completely black, and he has this habit of just like appearing because he's black, and he's like just blends into the background. I hit my mic. And then I was like, my heroine can just like step through time. She has this ability, and we'll explore how that happens more in the book. Wouldn't it be fun if cats could just do that, or at least this cat could? Because like that would kind of explain why sometimes my cat's just there and sometimes he's just not.
Absolutely.
And then I was like, oh, do I have time to explore that in the book length that I have? Should I have that happen in the sequel? I think it'd be more fun if it happens in the first one. And then I was trying to like piece it together, and I was like, oh, but maybe it actually is all one book. I don't know. I wish I had like.
Go ahead, Ellie.
Both of you.
Yeah. We're so ready. We're so ready to jump in. Sam, why don't you go first?
Well, I was going to ask, what is it that you were like, what were you really saving for the series that you would be bringing into book one that is now standalone book?
So, I mean, I didn't originally envision, so she's traveling back and forth between her own time and late 1800s, and it seems like she can really only travel between the two times, and she has like an alter ego, like she steps into this other time, and it's like this fantasy world she gets to live in, and she's gets wrapped up in trying to resolve this ghost problem, because I have to have a ghost in I can't write a book that doesn't have a ghost in it. And the clean lines of one ghost problem equals one book, and the next ghost is another book, and then the next ghost is another book, and that way you have a series, you have a trilogy. And then the love story is the overarching arc. Mm-hmm. But it's very unsatisfying the way we leave the love story at the end of what I've currently planned for the first book. On purpose, I wanted a slow burn. I wanted these people to fight coming together before, even though we all know it's going to happen. that's going to take some time for them to get to that place. Yeah.
So you have these 3 different ghosts who kind of each want their own story. Is there any way these ghosts could neatly connect to each other?
I mean, to be honest, I don't know what the ghost is in the second and third book. I haven't gotten that far. It occurred to me I could do like a two-parter, like it's one book, but there's like 2 halves. And so we end on the first half. And something that I was planning on having happen in the second book could end the first half. And the second half then picks up with new ghost, new problem, new complications, more time travelers.
I do think I'm personally a fan of like a 2-part book, as is evidenced by having written one. But I do think you need definitely some things to connect it. But with ghosts, I feel like that's pretty easy to do. Either like maybe they thought it was resolved and it really wasn't. Maybe there were 2 ghosts and they were somehow connected, like family members, or maybe they were also lovers, kind of maybe mirroring your primary love story.
Or maybe resolving the one ghost actually caused the other ghost to appear.
That's like maybe the first ghost was like either like holding back the other one, or maybe the other ghost like they start rampaging because they miss the first ghost. Like that could be, oh, oops, we messed up.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. And like, I feel like, to your kind of point, like, and Leslie's point, connecting everything, like maybe like the main plot necessarily isn't necessarily solving the ghost mystery, but it's like more about her trying to figure out what's going, like why she's back in time. Or
could be.
I don't know. I think you said like that's just who she is and she can just do that. But like, or maybe there's some other thing where it's like her just trying to figure out how to live in this fantasy world. Like that's really the driving of the plot. And then like that, so like that'll be like the through line through the entire story. And then like ghosts are kind of like in support of her settling into that fantasy world and either coming to the realization that she wants to stay there or that she likes to go back and forth. She likes that, or she wants to just go home and stay there.
Is she haunted by the ideal of a fantasy more than she can be tempted by what she could have in reality?
So my main character starts out very much not liking her own life. And she's suffered a great deal of loss. She feels disconnected from her family. And so that's part of why traveling back in time is so appealing. It is stepping into something. Oh, Sam, should I pause?
Son of a bitch. No.
What's going on?
Caliban finished Morrigan's dinner before I could stop him.
Caliban.
Cats.
Scalawags.
This is real life, guys. This is how it goes.
That's how it goes. Yep. So traveling back in time feels like it's like to her it is not the real world. And I think the connection she starts to feel with the love interest and some of the other things that she goes through makes her realize that these are real people. This is not just a land of make-believe. This is not a holodeck she stepped into. Like these are real people with real lives, and her choices and her actions impact them. And it also makes her realize that she can't abandon her life back in the 2020s. So it kind of forces her to like figure out who she is, who she wants to be. She's felt this immense freedom by stepping back in time and being a totally different person. Is that who she really is, or is it the version of herself she's left behind? So there's a great deal of journey that she's going through just in that first novel, like figuring out that these are real people, and she also can feel again. She doesn't have to just like float through life like a ghost. But then building on that with the love story and strengthening those connections and strengthening her own sense of self as she rebuilds who she is was something I was kind of envisioning happening over the course of additional books. But like, I don't know, that's a more satisfying arc if that happens in one book, I think.
I would agree. Yeah. Journeys of like self-exploration are really fantastic in books. They're one of my favorite kind of plots to experience, but it does I think if you're reading it over even a long book, I personally as a reader would prefer that over like okay, over multiple books this person is like making the same mistakes, they're doing the same harmful things. Like that might be a little more difficult to enjoy.
Why are they learning so slowly?
Yeah, and like, you know, in real life sometimes it can take you a really long time, if ever. But
I don't want to have to read that though.
exactly. Like there's a reason why it's fiction, you know? It doesn't need to mirror real life 100%. It's aspirational. So I think your instincts are right on with this, that I think it would be more satisfying as a single book, but that doesn't mean you can't pace it out however you want to pace it out.
No, I think you guys have confirmed what I was already feeling. I just, oh my God, it's gonna be so much work to unpack this one.
I know,
like
I'm sorry.
I was really hoping to finish this second draft by the end of the month, and now like there's no way that's happening. Because I'm gonna have to go back and really think through, where am I going? Is there anything that I've already written that I have to undo? I'm kind of hoping I don't, but I don't know. So I'm gonna have to really think this out. Also, I've just bought myself a ton more research because I was planning on one of the sequels actually being a different time period.
Oh.
Which means I have to research another time period. That's so hard, you guys.
Just do everything contemporary fantasy like I do. I don't have to research anything.
Or just create your own fantasy world like Sam does. I know. I do this to myself. I have no one to blame but myself. It bothers me so much when I'm reading a historical novel, even a historical fantasy, and I'm like, it's clear that like research was not done. And I appreciate it so much when the writer has spent the time really understanding the time period they're writing in, or is faking it so well that I think they know what they're talking about.
Yeah, this is something that I've spoken to other historical fiction writers, and every time like they're like, I can't even use this word. This word wasn't invented until X amount of time later. And I'm thinking I wouldn't even think to check that. That's so much more care and detail than
I have so many. I'm just writing along and I stop and I'm like, wait, does that concept exist yet? Is that an idiom that has been used before? And I have a little
so
leeway because my main character is a time traveler. I have a little leeway with her. Like, she could have some anachronisms, and like other characters have commented, and I'm like, well, you talk kind of funny. It's because you're American, right? But then I'm like, oh, you know what? This person travels a lot, so maybe I need to like talk about his time in Brazil. And I'm like, what the fuck was Brazil like in the 1890s? I don't know. I have no concept. It's hard. Anyways, all right. Thanks for letting me explore that conundrum and talk it through. I am both really excited about what this would mean for the book and prematurely exhausted just thinking about how much work it's going to be, but I think it's the right choice.
I mean, I guess the good news is that because the emotional journey now is only in one book, it'll be easier to like, you can kind of accelerate that a little bit, right? So it's not like you have to worry about stretching that journey out for another 2 books. And so it's like, you, at least for that, you have those big moments in your head. And it's just a matter of like kind of now shrinking the time between that and working it around the ghosts.
Yeah. I feel like I need to just like sit down with like an empty space of time where no one bothers me, which that doesn't happen. And just like plan out, what is this plot actually? What is the plot of these potential 3 books now that it's one book? I just need like time and space to just spread out the paper and map that out.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Like, do you find it easier to for this kind of brainstorming to like handwrite or to like type or just kind of do a mix of both?
I type a lot because I can type faster than I can write.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm trying to memorize something, I handwrite it. But if I'm trying to get the ideas out, I type it.
I actually find I type a lot faster than I think or speak really. But I actually find if I'm brainstorming, it helps me chase ideas by handwriting because it does
Yeah.
force me to slow down and kind of follow through those thoughts. Like I'll definitely like I'm in line somewhere and I have a sudden idea. I'll whip out my phone and type it up really quickly and then I'll get home later and go, what does this mean actually? Um
What did I mean by that? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
so I do
Autocorrect doesn't help.
Yeah.
I do find it when trying to brainstorm from this level, I personally do find it helpful to handwrite at least like some of the main core ideas because I feel like it helps me cement the ideas a little bit more solidly in my head and I can generally understand the notes better when I look at them later.
Oh, see, I have terrible handwriting, so I can't always know what I meant. But maybe I'll try. I think I'm gonna have some time tomorrow that I might
Okay.
actually be able to spend all time with this. We'll see if I can get the kids to leave me alone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I was thinking just like
think
it
some of
might
those
be
things.
a mind map might be really good for this kind of exercise where it's like, you because you can, each little bubble is like a different category or a different thing, and so you have your main character, and then like you have like her time period here, and like what does she learn here? Like you have her love interest, like what are the characters like the interest here? Like here's Ghost 1, here's Ghost 2, and like kind of how they all interconnect, and like that way, like you don't necessarily have to also worry about like like whole ideas. It's just like even if it's just like a word or like some sort of connection.
I've never tried that exercise before. So
It might
maybe
be
now it's the
helpful.
time.
Yeah.
We'll make a
Give it a try.
plotter of you yet.
No, I must pants. I refuse. All right. Do we want to play a game before we start writing? Do we have time?
Yeah.
I would love
We
to
have time.
play a game.
Let's make time.
I have a fun game idea if you are all up for some
Do it.
whimsy.
I love
Uh,
women.
With it.
I thought we could each make each other come up with some cursed sequels. What do we think? Like we can take turns and so I, for example, could say, "Hey Anna, do you remember the book and or movie Misery by Stephen King?"
Oh, I have read one and watched the other.
I bet that ending feels very complete and like there's really not much more we can do to spend time with these characters. So,
yeah.
what kind of cursed sequel would you like to come up with for this?
Gosh. All right. So there's two different ways I could go, right? I could go the characters who died at the end stay dead.
Mm-hmm.
So, a adorable young couple moves into Annie Wilkes's former home and turns it into a bed and breakfast.
Ooh.
But the house is haunted by Annie Wilkes.
Ooh.
Her ghost. And it's basically just the TV show Ghosts, actually, I think, is what I just came.
I mean, it's very on brand for you. There's a ghost. It's very Stephen King. The ghost is terrible.
Oh, and the sheriff died in that house too, so his ghost is there. And so Annie Wilkes is always like trying to like use her ghost powers to like attack guests, and the sheriff is always like blocking her. It's like the ghosts are facing off against each other.
Nice.
And then like the writer Paul, he gets wind that like something strange is happening at this house, and so he has to go and check it out. And then like he is the only one who can see the ghosts, and so there's like hijinks of him like having to pretend he doesn't hear Annie's ghost yelling at him, but really he can. It is basically just the TV show Ghosts. The more I think about it,
he just keeps hearing the phrase "#1 fan" and he knows she's there.
But it would be funny. It's a comedy.
Oh, obviously, this sounds light and delightful.
All right, was that cursed enough for you?
It was very cursed. Thank you.
Okay, Sam. I challenge you. What would your sequel to The Princess Bride be?
Well, if I had to make a sequel to this movie, I think we would let Wesley and Buttercup have their happy ending. Like, you know,
Right off into the sunset.
Let's create a sequel spinoff, shall we? I'm thinking along, since this is an 80s movies, let's stick in the theme of 80s movies, right? So what was another popular movie then? Three Men and a Baby, right? So what if we have Inigo and Andre the Giant, Fezzik, they go to Miracle Max and they have somehow found they bring Vicini's body there and they're like, we miss our, poor leader. And so
horrible friend.
Our old friend. And so Miracle Max, they ask him to somehow bring Vicini back. But Miracle Max, the only way he can do that is he creates a baby version of Vicini. So they have to take care of this baby. But,
baby Vicini.
Second chance Vicini.
Right? Exactly. But they can't do it just the two of them. They have no idea what to do with the baby. Like, they're just so... Inigo's like, you know what? Maybe we should give the Six-Figure Man another chance. Miracle Max, can you resurrect him? See what he can do. So they resurrect Count Rugen, and all three of them just kind of sail off to Gilder and start new lives there. And they're like, it's a total 3 Men and a Baby with the characters from Princess
Bride. 3 bachelors living in the big city, taking care of a baby.
Exactly.
Let's
would there
smash
be
toxic
a nonsensical
masculinity.
Would there be a nonsensical drug dealer subplot?
Absolutely.
I mean, nonsensical. That was a perfect tie-in in the original movie. It was so well executed.
I watched that movie so many times as a kid, which probably was not appropriate, but whatever. And it was not until like much later rewatching it, I was like, oh, those are drugs in the baby's diaper. I never understood what was actually happening with that movie.
Nope. No. And then there's a sequel to the sequel, which is the 3 Men and a Lady. So Inigo has an unnecessary love interest in that movie because...
Well, yeah.
Is she played by Fiona Shaw?
Absolutely.
Oh. I'm on board.
Let's do it. Let's get these signed and greenlit.
Oh, man.
All right.
I'm watching it.
Are you ready?
I'm so scared to follow that one. Hit me.
What would you pitch as your sequel to the Oscar winner Crash?
All right, so get ready for sequel to that Oscar, because I'm gonna get one for barely remembering anything that happened in that movie. As I recall, there was a woman who was saved by a police officer who had done very awful things to her, and that was supposed to be like a big redemption moment. No, first of all, she was fake redemption. She recognized her life was in danger. She actually becomes the ACAB killer. She becomes a serial killer targeting police officers. Yeah.
Wow.
And she's never caught until that same cop tracks her down, and then she's like on like the edge of a building, and she's like, "You'll never catch me," and he's like, "I already have." And she looks down. There's 3 helicopters, and they're all waiting for her. They're gonna catch her before she jumps. And she goes, "Joke's on you!" And the helicopters, they're working for her. So yeah, big twist there. That's one vignette. There was a story about a locksmith, I believe, who had a young child of a gender that I can't remember, and there was a whole thing of we think the child's going to get shot because there was like a invisible bulletproof jacket, and when we all learned about the horrible classism that affects our country that way, we didn't know about before. No. That locksmith keeps being a locksmith. He's actually he partners up with someone else in the movie who was also doing... Sandra Bullock was in that movie. He and Sandra Bullock pair up somehow. She's also a locksmith now. She's had a change of heart from her white lady racism, and now she's also a locksmith. She's learned a lot. And that child,
Mm-hmm.
the president now.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here for this.
And
this almost makes me want to go watch the original Crash, but not quite.
I fear if I watched it again, I would remember characters that I've forgotten and have not included. So let's just assume that most of them are killed in the serial killer rampage.
Mhm.
Well, we all learn about racism. The end.
And we all learn a valuable lesson about racism.
And it wins all the Oscars again.
Sweep. Sandy deserves another one. Come on. Obviously. Was Ryan Reynolds in that movie? I don't think he was. He's in the sequel. Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Oh, okay.
We got Ryan. That's right. He's on the helicopters.
When I think of like, what Canadian do I want most to teach me about racism in America? Ryan Reynolds is top of the list.
Is there even a list? I think it's just Ryan Reynolds.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Reynolds is also going to be in my sequel to Misery. He's the part of the couple that has bought Annie Wilkes' house and turned it into a bed and breakfast.
Perfect.
Nice.
I love it.
10 out of 10.
Incredible.
Mm-hmm.
I think the other half of the couple should be what everyone wants Ryan Reynolds to be in this pairing with Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
We gotta get the Ryans together.
Yes, the Ryans.
We gotta get the Ryans.
Beating a house and turning it into a bed and breakfast.
Incredible.
I love it.
All right. 12 out of 10. Oh my gosh, the Ryans would be such a cute couple.
They would be though.
But then there's like a serial killer ghost who lives in their house.
Yeah. That's just how it is.
I think I just got an idea for a book, you guys.
That's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
this
man.
is gonna be right.
I think when we do our sprint, maybe that's what I'm gonna write. Is my ideas for the gay couple opening a bed and breakfast with a serial killer ghost. All right. Well, should we write? Should we do our sprint?
I think we better.
Let's do it.
I think we have to start.
Happy writing, everybody.
Happy writing.
Happy writing. And that's 25 minutes. We hope you had a productive writing session or brainstorming session, or whatever you used your time for. We'd love to hear from you how it went. So write in the comments, let us know how you did.
Please like, review, subscribe to us wherever you get your podcasts. Follow us on social media. Links to everything are in the podcast description.
From Tree to Book Writers Group is produced in partnership with Hook and Quill Press, LLC. Please check out their socials as well.
And remember, wherever we are, we're writing together.